Hey everybody. Baby boomers are aging and they're downsizing and selling out their homes. Some people have, I guess you could call semi-hoarded items. Perhaps they had a large house and it's full of things. Maybe the attic is full of stuff from relatives from way long ago. Some people save everything. Sometimes storage sheds out in the yard, a garage or a barn will be full of what looks like junk. The inside of the home, boxes and boxes of stuff, things like clothing from the 30s or 20s or earlier even. Jewelry, boxes of it sometimes, just thrown in a gigantic box. Oh, great Grammy gave me that box, and Grandma gave me that box, Aunt Matilda gave me that box. Here's the thing. A public service announcement for those of you starting to downsize, declutter, getting ready for retirement. Or maybe you're a child of a parent that had to go into a nursing home, or a parent that died. Maybe it was your grandparent that died and you're thinking, oh my God, look at all the junk they collected. Don't you do it. Don't you have a yard sale and start having people fill bags for $1. Don't you do it. Oh, give me a quarter for that. We were in the antique business for 30 years. And we used to relish the days before the transfer station when garbage would be put directly out on the street. They had the big cleanups, the big spring cleanup and the fall cleanup, and people would put everything out there, from old fridges and stoves to doors and construction stuff, furniture no one wanted anymore, and then boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. We made a fortune from people's mistakes. We would find boxes full of coins, gold and silver. Yeah, believe it or not, jewelry, even gold bars and silver bars just thrown in a box. Old hair jewelry, things you can't find anymore. People thought it was junk. What about old aprons from great grandma from the 30s and 40s? Do you have any idea how collectible those pieces of material are? You can't find them anymore. So what should you do? There's two things you can do. The first thing is, and you have to be careful, you have to be savvy. When I go to shop for anything, especially large price item, I see 2 or 3 different people in the same category. Like if I'm looking for a vehicle, I'll go to 3 different vehicle places of the same brand. Toyota. I'll go to 3 different Toyotas and see what they tell me about a price. If I'm trying to sell something, I'll go to 3 or 4 different pawn shops or gold and silver buyers and see who's giving the best price. It's worth taking your time. It's worth a little bit of effort, because something that someone else is offering you $25 for, someone else may say $200. You got to be careful. Now, in the world of technology, we have this incredible tool. It's called Google. And you'll see a little G on your phone, and you press that and the page comes up and you have a search bar. And next to that search bar, in the search bar, will be a little microphone or a camera. You can take a picture of your item and search it. And listings will come up of what it is, what it's selling for, and what it's sold for. Now you have something to work with. Now you can't always get full price unless you can find a buyer who wants it. And it's got to be in very good condition to get the highest prices. Therefore, I highly recommend you bring a trusted antique dealer, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of them through, and get offers. And then take the highest offer, or play them against each other. Well, so-and-so offered me $5,000 for the estate, and you offered 4. I thought that I'd give you a second chance if you'd like to bid higher. It's a good way to get the most for your money. And a lot of people are going into homes and such, they might need that money. They might need money in a trust. Definitely look into an irrevocable trust where you can keep your money and still go to the nursing home. Elder law lawyers are pretty good at that. Find yourself a good attorney if you have a lot to lose. Jewelry. Oh my gosh. People don't know their you-know-what from their elbow. You can find the markings on your jewelry. Look at it. Go to where the little claw and the loop piece are. On one of these, you're going to see teeny tiny writing, and it can't hurt you to buy yourself a jeweler's loop, especially if you have a big old box of jewelry. Now, you can get one of these anywhere $6.99 to hundreds of dollars, depending on what it is. You can buy a real jeweler's loop. These are pretty darn good and do help you to be able to see. And this one lights up, but it used to. This one's really old now, so I just use my own light, wherever I stand by a window and, you look. And you're going to see little letters and numbers. It might say 14 KT. That's 14 karat gold. It might say 22 KT. It might have a little crown or a little sword or a bunch of weird little... Don't sell. Don't give it away. Find out what it is. You can even look up markings now on the internet. So say you have a beautiful jewelry piece and you know it's 14 karat gold because you just looked it up. You Google a photo of that and search it and just put in the bar 14 KT, carat. You might have a gold and silver buyer close to you. Go see 3 or 4 of them. Don't just go see one. Find out who's paying the most. Bring one item in, one nice item, and say, what would you give me for this? And then you write down, so-and-so would give me X amount, and keep their, information. Or write it on the back of their card, and then go to another guy, and then go to another guy or woman. And then you'll know, if you see a discrepancy of, wow, this guy will pay me like 3 times the price that this guy would have paid me, let's go to the guy that pays more. Furniture. Oh my goodness. You could have an $11,000 side table. I remember going to an auction and seeing this little dinky side. And I had to ask the man who bought it, what is it? Why did you pay $11,000 for a teeny tiny side table? Well, it was attributed to so-and-so who was this and that. And these people know their stuff. Now, not all antique dealers are going to know everything. That's where an auctioneer might come in better. If you have a piece that you'll know something's good because they're going to want it. And that's the piece you want to research. So don't just start having yard sales and throwing your stuff out for 25 cents a piece or worse, $1 a bag. Don't do it. Don't do it. Fabrics, jewelry, furniture. Do you have some beautiful rugs? Are they braided wool? Are they orientals? And why did Mama keep this rug? It's threadbare. That threadbare rug could be worth, I mean, you can see through it, okay? But because of who made it and the year it was made, and what if it's a 1700s rug? $100,000 or more, folks. Oh, this is junk. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, these old clothes. Why would they're so out of fashion. Don't do it. You're throwing money in the garbage. And if you need money, that's a very foolish thing to do. If your kids need money and you don't, it's still a very foolish thing to do. Some people donate to like the church sales or Goodwill or, maybe, thrift shops for hospice, things like that. Those people have dealers on hand. And when anything's questionable, the dealer comes in and has a look and makes an offer. So you could just say, I don't care. I remember we used to do yard sailing, right? And there was this man who was retiring, and he was so happy and overjoyed. He sat in a chair and he just let people clean out the house and garage. I said to him, you realize this stuff's worth a lot of money. I don't care. I'm going to Florida, he said. And if you're that, might as well let somebody make some money off of it. That's okay. But if you need money, or if you know your family needs money, your house could be a gold mine. So think about these things before you decide to just throw it out on the front yard for a quarter or $1 a piece. Everything's $1. Wow, there goes a $10,000 piece. It's up to you. Well, guys, this was my public service announcement. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye.